Chapter 4, Question 1. What must you know about the income statement to understand it? To understand an income statement, you have to know that it's a financial document that lasts over a period of time, and instead of a snapshot. And you also must understand revenues and expenses and net profit or net income. Um, Second question: what is in the income statement? The income statement consists of three sections. One is your revenues. One is your expenses, and the other is your net income over a period of time. What is the accrual concept? The accrual concept of accounting is uh, uh, accounting where instead of when cash exchanges hands from the consumer to you, or from the customer to you, or from you to whoever you owe money to, uh, you um, you you record money as as it happens, not when the cash changes hands, just when the actual transaction takes place. Okay. What is revenue? Fourth question. Revenue is all the money that's coming in uh, over an accounting period for this particular financial document. It can be sales, interest, or dividends, among other things. What are expenses? Expenses are uh, the costs you pay in order to do business and stay in business. Um, Particularly, expenses are things you purchase that have a return immediately. So yeah. Okay. Sixth question: what is net income and how does it differ from revenue? Okay, net income is your profit after everything's taken out. It's whatever you make at the end of the day, your bottom line. Um, on the other hand, revenue is everything that's coming in. So sales, what I listed earlier, sales, interest, things like that. What are interest and income tax? Those are expenses that would be defined as other expenses. They're not necessarily um, for the day-to-day operations of the business. They don't produce any sort of revenue, so they would just be considered a expenditure, not necessarily an expense. Okay, what is bad debt expense? Bad debt expense is debt that you don't expect to be paid off by a customer. Um, it's probably because the client is not responsible, or they tend not to pay. Um, okay, ninth question. What are the transactions that affect the income statement? These transactions can be sale, cost of goods, gross profit, um, operating expenses, partial payments, etc., etc. How do sales affect the income statement? So, sales affect the income statement. You have to remember the accounting formula of assets equal liabilities plus owner's equity. When you make a sale, you lose some inventory, so that's deducted, but you gain some profit. So whatever your profit is, minus that deduction of your expense for the inventory, gives you your net income. So that's how it affects your income statement. Okay, 11th question. What are goods sold and gross profit? That is what revenue you have before you remove all the expenses. Okay, next question. What are operating expenses and how does it affect the income statement? Operating expenses are expenses that are required to keep the business running day to day. So it'd be like paying an employee, or bills, an electric bill, or I guess a mortgage would probably be one. Um, okay, next one, 13th question. How will selling something but only receiving partial payment appear on the income statement? Because you're using the accrual method of accounting, it should appear just as you receive the full payment. So it's just as if you sold something and you receive full payment, so you deduct whatever the cost was for the inventory, and it would look like you received full payment, got all the money for it, although you did not receive all the cash. Okay, how would making a paid in full transaction affect the income statement? Because of the accrual accounting, it should affect it just as a partial payment would. It would decrease your inventory again. It would increase your profit by whatever the difference is. Um, yeah. Okay. 15th question. What are some other operating expenses? Some other operating expenses could be bad debt that won't be paid back to you. So like a bill from a bank, maybe like you have to manage your account and you have to pay to keep it up. It could be even interest on a loan or something like that. So things like that. Okay.